Have you ever wondered what a trading bloc is? Also, did you note that the Amazon River and forest in Brazil house 284 million people? What is the connection between the two questions? Let's start with the documentary to get a better understanding. Today, we will first discuss the trading blocs, and then explain one of them, and its impact on the global economy. Trading blocs are generally associations of nations in particular areas that maintain and facilitate trade. Trading blocs encourage trade market liberalization and trade formation among representatives because they are treated more positively than non-members. Regardless of the stage of the contract, the goal of the bloc creation is to boost the supply of goods, services, capital, and labor. This finally enhances the financial power of member nations, rate of economic growth, and motivates more efficient use of resources. Types of trade bloc. There are 5 trade blocs. 1. Preferential trading bloc. This is the most basic form of a trade bloc. Agreements are usually softer rather than tighter. Members of the preferential trade area acknowledge to lower tariffs on certain products. They offer preferential access to particular product lines, but do not totally eradicate tariffs. 2. Free trade area. This includes extracting restrictions on trade between representatives. As a result, goods and services openly flow among them. 3. Custom union. A customs union is a step further than a zone of free trade. Its primary goal is to address the trade diversion issue underlying the free trade agreement. 4. Common market. A common market is a mixture of customs, unions and the elimination of barriers to the stream of productive assets. As a result of this agreement, member states agree to getting rid of barriers to trade in both goods and services, removing impediments to capital and labor flows factors of production. Member nations have consistent trade policies with non-member countries. 5. Economic union. Economic unions merge all elements of the common market, as well as economic policy coordination. For this reason, member nations establish joint economic systems. The formation of the European Union's Economic Union is one example. The Southern Common Market, also known as Mercosur in Spanish and Mercosul in Portuguese, is a South American trade bloc formed by the Treaty of Asuncion in 1991 and the Protocol of Ao Preto in 1994. Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay are its full-fledged members. Venezuela is a full member, but its membership has been stopped since December 1, 2016 for not adhering to the ER's regulations. Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, and Suriname are associate countries. Purpose of Mercosur. Mercosur's goal is to encourage trade agreements and movement of people, products, and monetary system. Mercosur's operations have been revised and modified numerous times since its inception. It now consists of a trading bloc with free intra-zone trading activities and a basic trade strategy among member nations. Mercosur had a nominal GDP gross domestic product at about $4.6 trillion in 2019, making it the world's 5th largest economy. The bloc ranks highly in terms of human evolution. It has agreed to sign global trade agreements with a variety of countries, including Egypt, Japan, Israel and the European Union. During the 16th and 17th centuries, when Latin America was governed by the Spanish, people were not permitted to commerce with other countries, so the Spanish have only been allowed to do business with a few colonies. After most of the countries gained independence, they decided to join forces to form Mercosur. Argentina and Brazil had a few misunderstandings in 1940, because of Pearl Harbor, which prevented them from forming an alliance. However, decades later, in 1988, they decided to sign the Treaty of Integration, Cooperation, and Development with the goal of creating a trading bloc that other Latin American countries could join. Uruguay and Paraguay joined the procedure, and the four countries signed the Treaty of Asuncion in 1991. Mercosur is made up of four member countries: Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Suriname, Guyana, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, and Bolivia are the 7 associated countries. Mexico and New Zealand are both observer countries. Structure of Mercosur. The structure of Mercosur consists of 1. Common Market Council. The committee is Mercosur's maximum agency, with policy-making authority, and accountability for adhering to the objectives and timetables outlined in the Asuncion Treaty. The Council is comprised of the economic and foreign cabinet members from each of the 5 countries. The Council is presided over by member states in alphabetically for 6-month periods. Council members must meet as needed, but at least once per year. When feasible, the presidents of the member countries will attend the annual Common Market Council meeting. 2. Common Market Group. The group is Mercosur's executive body, and it is organized by the member nations' ministries of foreign relations. Its primary responsibilities are to ensure complying with the Asuncion Treaty and to pass agreements necessary for the Council's judgments to be implemented. 3. Administrative and socio-economic. The Admin Office will maintain papers and concern the Mercosur official announcement in both Portuguese and Spanish, as well as communicate the Common Market Group's activities in order to enable for optimum disclosure of decision-making and appropriate documents. The Social Economic Advisory Forum is consultative in nature, representing the member nations' various socio-economic areas. 4. Work subgroups. They prepare decision-making minutes for submission to the committee and perform research on specific Mercosur issues. The work subsets are commercial matters, customs matters, technical standards, tax and monetary policies relating to trade. Work subgroup meetings will take place quarterly, switching in each member state, alphabetically, or at the Common Market Group Administrative Office. 5. Joint Parliamentary Committee. The committee will have both consulting and judgment call powers, as well as the ability to submit proposals. 6. Trade Commission. The Trade Commission will work with the Mercosur executive body to implement the methods of basic trade policy consented upon by the member nations. The majority of the people live in subtropical or tropical climates: Uruguay, southern Paraguay, northeastern, center Argentina, and southern and southeastern Brazil. Mercosur member countries are residents to the world's largest river by quantity, the Amazon River in Brazil, the biggest mountain range, the Andes, the tallest point of which is Aconcagua at 6,962 meters, or 22,841 feet in Argentina, and the nation's biggest rainforest, the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. Mercosur's total membership community is 284 million people. People of European, African, and indigenous descent make up the population. The Mercosur's 3 official languages are Portuguese, Spanish, and Guarani, that are also the main language of the Mercosur's 5 full members. Portuguese is the main language of Brazil, Spanish is the primary language of every other full member countries, and Paraguay has Guarani as a co-official language. Currently, Portuguese is the most widely spoken language between many current members, with over 210 million native speakers, as of 2019, while Spanish has approximately 83 million speakers. Key features of Mercosur. Mercosur is based in Montevideo, Uruguay. Mercosur's objectives have included the harmonization of its participants' economic plans, and the growth of economic expansion. Economy and impact. Mercosur's GDP is $2.4 trillion, which is comparable to France and Italy, whereas Turkey and Mexico have higher nominal GDPs. In 2019, Mercosur and the EU agree on a massive trade and free trade agreement to be signed by the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. For more notification, please hit the bell icon. For more information on Mercosur, visit mercosur.int.